Hey guys, this is my second time filming this video. Long time no see. I wanted to just give a little update and a little bit of general commentary on what is going on right now in the world. So the first update is I have been completely remote this week. I'm in my building. I'm allowed to be in my office, but we have no students, so all of our work is being done online. The second update, as a disclaimer, I posted a tweet today saying that I had a casual work look for eye makeup, and I had a comment that said no, but looks good. Just to preface this, I work in a super informal work environment to where something like a sort of very pink eyeshadow is appropriate. It's not like you can roll up into a lawyer's office with this stuff on. I should have given a disclaimer to the tweet, but we'll get back to the unsolicited advice at the end of this video. Basically, I don't claim to know anything about makeup, but I feel like what was said here could have been said in a different way. At the same time, I'm not going to waste my time being offended when I simply know nothing, so that's that on that. The first thing I want to talk about is how COVID is getting worse where I live, where I grew up, and where I work now. There's a lot more cases going on, so I just want to stress in general, you can get this if you're being super careful, but it doesn't mean you don't need to still be super careful. Get tested if you think you're sick. Wear a mask, social distance, don't go out to parties and stuff, wash your hands, clean your stuff, do everything that you got to be doing. It's exhausting, but it's got to be done, guys. It's just the way it is. The last thing I kind of want to talk about is what went on yesterday with the storming of the Capitol. We saw a lot happen in a very short period of time, and I kind of want to talk about what I watched unfold. So, I was very scared at the beginning of the pandemic because there were so many, unknowns, and we didn't know when we were going to be able to go back to work, or how this would affect people, or what this would look like long term. And it still is pretty scary, and we still don't understand a lot of what's going on with the virus, but we do have vaccines and stuff that are obviously getting very mixed reviews from people, but there's still things are happening to hopefully help the situation. Watching what happened to the Capitol was a new wave of fear. This is some not super good stuff going on. And I had kind of been trying to not pay attention to the news for a little bit, but I feel like they glazed over the fact that there were 2 bombs in the Capitol building, and this was very, very different from protests that we've previously seen, and the reaction and the fallout and stuff, but it doesn't make it not scary or a problem. And I think we're just seeing more and more this divide amongst people, and this decline in humanity, and how people treat each other, and how they want to say people are this or they're that, and not allow a chance for a conversation, or we just want to go after one another. And it really is hard to watch, and it's hard to watch kids growing up in this type of environment and situation where they're not really even sure how to react, because they've been sitting in front of a Chromebook because they're remote learning, and it's just we're seeing all of this drama and all this crazy behavior unfold, and it's what are the ramifications on mental health and social stuff, and how are people doing in their homes? Are they safe in their homes? Do they have enough food to eat? Can they get to the store? Do they have assistance? Do they have help? It is a lot of really hard stuff going on, and just kind of the way that I've been handling it, I haven't been handling it the best, and I've been really just kind of on edge with a lot of it, and I'm trying to get to a point where it's I need to do what I can for myself, and to maintain connections with people that I care about, and experience things in the moment while still being safe. But a lot of people aren't really sure to do with their mental and physical health right now, or they don't have a job, or they don't have money to pay bills, and it's just I can't leave my house because I have this going on, and it's hard stuff, and it becomes even harder when you look at things from a standpoint of like fear. And that's a lot too of what like the media does. It's like the media is very good at getting you to feel fear and getting you to feel anger, and that's a lot of what I watched unfold yesterday. Like a lot of people that I spoke to were very like, I think they were speaking out of anger but thinking in fear. So it's like, we don't understand what's going on, but we're going to be angry about it. And it's just like, that's been the theme for the last over 9 months, is we don't know how to react to things, and so many people are just like in fight or flight about it. It's like, I don't want to handle it, or I can't handle it, and I'm so angry at myself or the world. And it's just like the whole situation in the States especially. Like I have people on Twitter that are like, yo, straight up, like I got a Canadian friend wanting to offer refuge, or like, come to Australia, this like United States is problematic. And it's just like, the fact that we look like that to people outside of this country, and the fact that stuff here is happening where it's just such a struggle. Like I cannot even imagine the people in like LA and California and all of that situation right now, because that's straight up terrifying. Like, oh, you have a heart attack? Oh, don't try to go to a hospital. It's like, oh my God. But we just got to keep going. And like, if you or somebody that you care about has been affected by this virus, or if you are in an area being affected by, like, I think it's the 15-hour emergency situation call or whatever it is in the Capitol. I'm not sure what it is, but it's like a city lockdown, which the word lockdown is already scary enough in a pandemic. But when you're considering lockdown and like a coup, and you're worried about like literally people blowing up stuff, that's also quite scary. So it's like doubly scary. So just if you're in any way or shape or form struggling, just know that like people get it, and whatever like faith you have and whatever belief you have, like know that it's okay to be sad, it's okay to be angry, it's okay to be upset or frustrated or terrified, because that's part of what makes you human. But part of what also makes you human is this ability to keep going and make something out of all of this pain and out of all of this fear and anger and stuff. And I think that a lot of people are finding it really hard to also have motivation and to be able to keep motivated to keep going. And you have to be able to give yourself breaks and say, you know, it's okay to not be okay. Like, I'm not really functioning right now. And I've felt that, and so many people have felt that. And if I can say one thing that's been like good that's come out of this, is I've seen also a lot of people are understanding each other's pain, and a lot of people are connecting in ways that they might not have connected before. And it's like, if you can say something, even just the littlest thing, or offer any sort of support to someone who might be struggling, we can bring a little bit of that humility back and a little bit of that humanity back, and stop like watching our screens and listening to the news and being so upset and angry about everything. You know, in the end of the day, we're all still humans, and we're all still completely and totally, we have a right to feel and experience things and experience life. And life might be a little weird and messed up right now, but we just gotta keep going. And I didn't think this video was gonna take a weird turn. I've been in kind of a strange head place lately, and just kind of like inside my own head, living rent-free in my own head. And, you know, maybe a little bit of the social side is I kind of forget how to talk to people, but I can always talk to a screen, and that makes it kind of alright. So I'm going to shut up for now. I'm going to try to post at least once a week on this channel, a little bit more if I have anything interesting to talk about, but stay safe, and we'll talk to you soon. Bye.